Right now, 9.2% of the world's population lives in extreme poverty. That's over 700 million people. Another 20.6% struggle in moderate poverty. But here's the disturbing truth. Poverty isn't just about lacking money. It's a trap that repeats itself generation after generation. American anthropologist Oscar Lewis discovered something shocking. Families don't just experience poverty, they get stuck in a cycle that's almost impossible to escape. Let me show you exactly how this cycle works and why it keeps millions of people trapped. Stage 1. Family in poverty. It starts here. A child is born into a family that's already struggling. No savings, no safety net, just survival mode every single day. The parents are working multiple jobs just to afford food and shelter. There's no money left for books, tutoring, or opportunities. The child's environment from day one is shaped by scarcity. Stage 2. Child grows up in poverty. As the child grows, poverty becomes their reality. They attend underfunded schools with overcrowded classrooms and limited resources. While wealthier kids get private tutors and extracurricular activities, this child comes home to stress, instability, and sometimes hunger. Research shows that chronic stress from poverty actually affects brain development. The child isn't learning less because they're less capable. They're learning less because their environment makes learning harder. Stage 3. Significantly disadvantaged in education and skills. By the time they reach adulthood, the gap is massive. They've received a lower quality education. They haven't had access to skill-building programs, internships, or networking opportunities that open doors. Meanwhile, children from wealthier families have college degrees, professional connections, and confidence built from years of opportunity. The playing field was never level to begin with. Stage 4. Struggles to get a job. Now comes the brutal reality. Without education, without skills, without connections, finding a decent job becomes nearly impossible. They apply for positions but get rejected because they lack qualifications. The jobs they can get are low wage, exhausting, and offer zero stability. No health insurance, no retirement plan, no room for growth. They're working just as hard as anyone else, sometimes harder. But the system keeps them locked at the bottom. Stage 5. Fail to escape the poverty cycle. And here's where the cycle completes itself. Despite working constantly, they can't save money. They can't invest in education. They can't move to a better neighborhood. When they have children of their own, those children are born into the exact same situation. The cycle begins again. Why this cycle is so hard to break. Oscar Lewis called this the culture of poverty, a set of behaviors and beliefs that develop as adaptations to being poor, which then get passed down through generations. But here's what's important to understand. This isn't about poor people making bad choices. It's about a system that makes it almost impossible to make different choices. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, you can't think long term. You can't invest in education when you need to eat today. You can't take risks on a better job when losing income for even 1 week means eviction. Poverty creates a mental load that's exhausting. It's not that poor people lack ambition or intelligence. They lack resources, opportunities, and safety nets that make climbing out possible. The bigger picture. This cycle affects hundreds of millions of people worldwide. And the tragic part? Most people trapped in it are working harder than anyone else, yet they remain stuck. Breaking this cycle requires more than individual effort. It requires access to quality education, job training programs, affordable healthcare, and economic policies that give people a real chance to move up. Understanding this cycle isn't about feeling sorry for people in poverty. It's about recognizing that poverty is a structural trap, not a personal failure. If this opened your eyes to how the poverty cycle actually works, subscribe for more content that breaks down the systems shaping our world. The next video might change how you see everything around you.